Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn Walden, and if you're here with me, this is the debrief for the self-awareness experiment that I posted for the week of December 1st. So let's get to it. For those of you who engaged in this self-awareness experiment or self-awareness activity, I'm just going to remind you the thought card or the contemplation card was power, and you were being asked to let yourself notice when issues of power came up during the week, either in actual time, fact, or whether or not it was in memory. And it was power over you, it was power you were asserting, and it was, the card really calls you to notice the difference between a power that is emanating from you and a power that you are driving. One being associated more with spirit and higher conscious awareness, and the driven one being more obviously personality and ego, which is sometimes a little bit more blind and not open to adjustments in course, the way a power that is more open and seemingly more benevolent, let's say higher frequency. Power versus force, which also, by the way, is a very interesting book by David Hawkins. Now, the energy you were being asked to embrace as an attitude was risk success. Take a chance, act as though everything you do might be the best possible choice, commit to it, engage in life, willing to take the chances that will move you forward to whatever success you desire, or even to the fulfillment of one you've not yet identified, risk success. So this is kind of interesting because it goes along with take God with you. Take God with you. If you already believe in some form of deity, example, God, Allah, unified field, divine presence, begin your day by saying hello. Every hour or more, say hello again. Invite the presence to be with you today. Hi, it's me again. Just checking in. I just want you to know that I'm acknowledging your continued presence. Or, I don't really know if you're there or not, if you are even existing, but if you do, welcome to my day. And of course, it could be a really solemn devotional prayer that you're used to doing, and that's fine too. But it's more just the idea. It was, okay, so just notice power, put that aside. Take a chance that everything you're doing is moving forward, taking you to the best possible place. So there's a quality of positivity, but it's more than just being positive. It's the sense of trusting that you're moving forward in the right way. And interestingly enough, that you are checking in with divine presence throughout the day. So what I'm really curious about is this. What did you notice about your relationship to power, either within yourself or in terms of what the world mirrored back to you in terms of your experiences with others? How easy was it for you to get into the energy of that sense of, yeah, I'm just going to take a chance that everything I'm doing is right? And as you were asked to connect with divine presence in some form, in some way, did you notice that affecting your ability to stay in a sense of risking that everything was right, that you were being guided, that there was a benevolent force that was maybe moving you towards something that you wanted or something better? Did you feel silly checking in with a divine presence? Did it seem natural? Did the connection to a divine presence increase as you more continuously, intentionally stayed in contact with it? Overall, how was the tone of your week affected just by virtue of the fact that you were choosing to do an experiment to observe yourself? How did that feel? Did it give you a sense of control or a sense of positive movement forward just because you were doing something of that nature? Did you have any real resistance come up to doing any of it? And if you did you explore that? Did you flag it? to look at later. And did you find yourself flowing into a more positive state of mind in general? Was there anything that you would like to do differently? How did you feel you needed to adjust any of the suggestions in order to be able to make it more palatable for you? And has it had an effect on any of your relationships? I'm thinking specifically if the issues of power came up, that could be something that's really interesting because there's almost always some kind of power dynamic in most relationships where work is involved, and often in relationships with couples, friends, parents, children, all sorts of different ways where there's almost always some dynamic where it's not always absolutely even, and some where it's really disproportionate. And sometimes it's not even obvious until you stand back and you look at it. So maybe that's something that came up this week. So that is my debrief. If you would like more information and more questions on how to debrief and how to get more out of this, to be more reflective on it, go to my channel, lynwalden.com. There's debriefing exercises there. There's lists for you. There's all sorts of free information for you to get more out of this. And I really encourage you to do that. There's also, I believe, some audio I did for that as well. But it's just a really nice way to kind of wrap the week up and see where it's taken you and see if you want to do more. This might be something, if it was really juicy for you, that you might want to do more of it. You might just want to repeat this exercise again and then go back to that debriefing guide or this video and answer those questions for yourselves. And you probably have questions that you've come up for yourself that aren't on the list, and that's always encouraged. Creativity, intuition, go for it. So that's it. Power, risk, success. Take God with you. That was the awareness experiment for the week of December 1st, and this is the debrief for it. Okay? Have a great week. I'm going to be posting another one very shortly, and I hope you have fun and do it. And I'm being reminded to say, if you like this, if you found it interesting, and you feel inclined to do so, I would really appreciate you pressing the like button and the subscribe button because this helps me get this out to more people. Have a great week.